Hi, I'm Advait Sehdev, and this is the Marketing Tales podcast, where in every episode I share a true story behind the scenes of an actual campaign where marketing hacks led to exponential growth. Hi, today I want to talk about sales. I want to talk about personal branding. I want to talk about a lot of things that will help you grow your business tremendously. So let me tell a little bit about myself first, because this is my story. This is all about me, right? I have always been an introvert, right? I've never had the social skills. I still don't have the social skills to effectively communicate, effectively say on a one-on-one level, and that also reflects in a lot of my communication. Even today, when I post something, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a blog, whether it's a video, and so on, I don't know how to get engagement like other people who can get hundreds and thousands of likes just by posting almost nothing, right? So I don't have those skills, but that's fine. I don't care about that. What I really care about is that I want to grow my business, I want to grow my personal brand. I want to share a lot of information which is valuable, which will be useful for all the people in the marketing world, for all the businessmen, because marketing is key and businesses need to understand the key. So one of the huge problems that lies out there is that marketing is full of jargons. People have so many jargons that businessmen and common men do not understand marketing. They stay away from it. They say that we don't want to touch it, and that's where I thought that okay, let's create something which is in a storytelling format. I worked with a very close friend of mine, and both of us identified a set of strengths that I had. We went through all the work that I had done in the last 10-15 years and found out that campaigns, marketing campaigns, I was really passionate about that. And also all the audience, wherever I had spoken, wherever whoever I had shared these with, they really appreciated, they really liked my unique ideas, which gave great results. So that is why what I said, that okay, let's create marketing tales. Let's create a podcast. Now why podcast? Because podcast is very easy and very convenient, and that is very very key to the success. Because when I'm listening to a podcast, I can still use my eyes for something else. I can be walking, I can be jogging, I can be driving. It is more like a passive activity where I can be focusing on a lot of other things. Now that is very very important in today's world, because if I would have created videos, then the person would have had to watch me all the time, or would have had to watch a video all the time. So he couldn't do anything else in parallel, not his office work, not anything else. The other thing that we did was we created pod snacks, which means just 5 to 7 minutes of content, which means that you don't have to watch it, or you don't have to listen to it for hours. You can just listen to it once a day for 5 7 minutes. Or if you want to binge listen, then you can just play the entire series of 20 25 30 whatever. But the whole idea about this, the whole advantage about this, the whole thing about this was that we figured out that what I used to do during all my sales calls, during all my sales pitches, during all the times when I got new business, what I was essentially doing was that I was narrating these campaigns that I had done. Whenever I went to a large company, whenever I went to a small company, whenever I was having a discussion, I used to tell about all the campaigns that I used to do. Whenever I was speaking in front of marketing peers, in front of students, IITs, IIMs, wherever, I was just narrating these marketing campaigns. So we thought, let's take podcast and convert this into a broadcast sales pitch. And that is what I would like to call it. It's more like a broadcast sales pitch. Although that wasn't the only idea. The primary idea has always been to share information, to share very useful information in storytelling format so that you can use it in your business. That has been the idea. But what happened because of this is that it has been close to about 45 days since I've been releasing these podcasts, and on an average, I've been getting at least 5 to 6 messages every day. This is great, Advait. Great podcast. I love this. I learned so much. That's a great concept. People want to discuss this. People had more queries. People had more questions. Whether they ask me on WhatsApp or on LinkedIn or on any other channel. But out of these average 5 to 6 messages every day, at least 3 were inquiries of people who wanted to work with me. 45 into 3 is 135. Now, even if you take 100 inquiries in 45 days without spending a single rupee, of all the people who are extremely interested in working with me. Of course, I can't work with all of them. I had to pick and choose, and I hope I can give them my inputs, and I hope I can grow this even more. But that is the power of podcast. That is the power of great content. That is the power of a medium which can eventually hit the right audience. Because if your audience is someone who is very busy, they may not have the time to watch a video. If your audience is someone who does not have a ton of time, they will definitely not read a lot of blogs. But podcast, it's very easy, and I'm so happy that I chose this platform. And today, the reason why I'm sharing this with you is I want you also to start creating a podcast. You also to figure out what is it that will really add a lot of value to your listeners. And then once you're able to do that, then I'm sure you'll be much more successful. Thank you, all the best, and we'll stay in touch. So that's the end of this episode. Stay connected for more episodes of Marketing Tales, behind the scenes of successful campaigns and true stories about exponential growth. Till next time.